Teresa Heinz is an ideal recipient of the Aldo Leopold Award. One of Leopold's great contributions to the environmental community was helping us understand the inextricable links between human health and well-being and the health and well-being of the environment.
Aldo Leopold was a wonderful environmentalist, one of the great environmentalists of this century, so this is absolutely appropriate. He's also one of the most distinguished graduates of this school. So this is a wonderful connection and we're absolutely delighted. Her childhood in Mozambique, the time that she spent in South Africa, have given her a global view of environmental issues that affect all of us. But she's also worked closer to home, working on air pollution and its impact on mothers and children here in the US. And even closer to home, here at Yale, she's had an enormous impact on this school.
You know, it's interesting because I, like so many people, knew of Teresa Heinz long before I knew Teresa. And one of the things that I say to people is that when I had the chance to sit down and speak with her, I realized that I didn't know anyone else who could speak on a wider breadth of topics, more deeply, more passionately, and more insightfully than Teresa. I've devoted my life to advancing green chemistry, and I can't imagine a better champion of green chemistry than Teresa Heinz. She has been working on chemical issues, including some of the most challenging issues such as endocrine disruption and the disruption of reproduction and development by the chemical pollutants of our time. Teresa Heinz has both inspired and enabled scientists, advocates, and those that really seek to bring about change.
Teresa Heinz, earlier than most, carried on that legacy from Aldo Leopold by her continued and extensive work to really draw attention to the links between women and children's health and the health of the environment. For example, she was one of the founders of the Alliance to End Childhood Lead Poisoning and sponsored a long series of major conferences looking at the relationship between women's health and environmental health, looking at both science and the solutions. Teresa also long understood the critical importance of environmental awareness, environmental understanding, and environmental engagement among the public. For decades, Teresa Heinz has invested in both sustainability education on campus and for broad mass education about critical environmental issues. For example, she helped found Second Nature, a campus-wide, nationwide program to bring sustainability education to the universities. And for years, she was a major supporter of Environ Minute, a daily national radio program helping Americans understand both the science and the solutions to critical environmental issues. Environ Minute ended in 2012, but its legacy continues on today, actually here at Yale University, where we have initiated something we call Yale Climate Connections, also a daily national radio program dedicated to helping Americans connect the dots between climate change and their lives in the here and now. One very impressive part of Teresa Heinz's career has been her sustained dedication to Western Pennsylvania, that both she and the Heinz endowments have continued to invest in improving the sustainability of Pittsburgh and the surrounding area with long-standing commitments to education, the arts, and improving the environment.
You know, it's one thing to be bright, to be astute, to have insight, and Teresa has all of those things. But to combine that with compassion and empathy, that's what makes Teresa special. There's a reason why my daughters, who are now 4 years old and 7 years old, know who Teresa is. It's because I want them to have someone to aspire to.